Hi everyone, my name is Alex, but I'm also known as Chibiyuto, and this is another video review of Clam's Doujinshis. Before I begin, I would like to thank everyone who watched the first video and who commented and gave feedback. Thank you very much. Those are very important to me. They really help me to keep doing those videos, so thanks. Uh, the other thing that I would like to say before I begin is that, as you might have noticed, I wrongfully said that it's a total of 12 doujinshis when it's actually 22. So I should have done my research, but I completely forgot. I knew about it, but I forgot. I don't know why I said 12 doujinshis. So for the record, it's gonna be 22 videos. I might do more if this series goes well and if people want to have more, because there are what I call the pre-clamp doujinshis, which are the doujinshis that the members of clamp did before starting clamp. So as you might have known by now, they all began doing doujinshis in different circles, and then later they all came together and formed clamp. So I have a few of those pre-clamp doujinshis that I will I will probably do videos as well if I manage to do all the 22 and if you guys want it. So we'll see. There's one more thing that I would like to say before I begin. I live in a neighborhood that is full of dogs and people who have dogs, and they take them out for a walk. So you might occasionally hear some barking here and there. And for that, I apologize in advance. So for this video, I'll be doing a review of Clamp's second doujinshi, which is a doujinshi about a work called Kujaku-Ou, and this is the cover. I hope you like it. Okay, so this is the front cover of the doujinshi. This is the back cover. And here we have a character that looks like very much like Tamayo Akiyama's style. And unlike the first one, this doujinshi has a hardcover, so it's not a sleep cover. You can see it's really hard. And the dimensions are pretty much the same. So this was Clamp's second doujinshi, and it's a doujinshi about a work called Kujaku-Ou. In English, it has an English title of Spirit Warrior. It's a manga by Makoto Ogino, and it was ran in Weekly Young Jump from 1985 to 1989. And this work had a lot of adaptations. From what I read, it was adapted to an original video animation, live action movie, and other animations, so it was pretty popular at the time. So just like the previous one, the one I showed on my first video, this doujinshi has a lot of stories about this work, Kujaku-Ou. The previous one, the first doujinshi, was about Maoden. So all stories were related to that work. So this one has a particular title. So you see this golden name here is the name of the doujinshi itself, of this work. So here underneath you see Clamp's signature, let's call it this way. So this is how thick the book is. Okay, so let's begin. Here at the beginning we have this sort of, I don't know what to call this, but this the first pages here, they have a very pretty drawing of peacocks and some birds. It's really pretty, and it's also in the back side. So the beginning of the book and the ending of the book. You see the binding is kind of compromised here as well, so I need to be extra careful. We have a color illustration here. I don't know who drew this. And we have already the index right here, which is good. Unlike the previous one, the first doujinshi that I showed, this one follows an order, so it's easy to understand the order here. And there are some familiar names like Tamayo Akiyama. Let me see who else. Sei Nanao here 3 times in a row. Risa Sei. Satsuki Igarashi. Okyon. Tamayo Akiyama. Hanase Okawa. Mokona Papa. So this one is looks a little more clumpy. Let's call it this way. There are still some guest artists, but it seems like more people. It sounds more like a product of their own. So first we have this gag here, and then we have this first story. I think it's called Couple, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure who did this. Oh, this person here is a guest artist, I think. This one is by Tamayo Akiyama. So it looks like her style. This one is by Miknikoi. So it says here Miknikoi, and it's really interesting to see how much her style changed. Like when you see Mokona's drawings, you kind of see her style. It's changed, yes, but you still see that it's Mokona basically. But for Nikoi, she really changed a lot. Like her current style looks nothing like this, so it's really impressive how much her style changes. So this one is also by her, this page right here. So it's very different, as you can see. Who did this? Let's see, page 20. I don't know this person. Inoue Yuzuru, probably a guest artist, so I'm just gonna skip it. Then we have a text here. Let's see who wrote this text. Oh, probably another guest artist, sorry. Okay, so the nice thing about these doujinshis is that it's a combination of comic, text, trivia, sometimes some talk, interview. Here we have one by Mokona. So her name is here, Mokona Apapa. So it looks a lot like her. Again, Mokona. And here we have Sei Nanao with her very distinct style. It's very unique. This one is by Okawa. So page 33. Yes, the illustration is by Sei Nanao, but the layout here is by Okawa. So it says here, layouted by Nanase Okawa. She has also a very distinct style. Okay. I'm not going to, stop and credit whoever did what, because it would take me a long time. So I'm just gonna skip and tell you the highlights. So as you can notice, the characters look the same, like they all look from this universe because they are all from Kujaku-Ou. So this is a very thematic doujinshi. This is quite a long one. Here we have some, not exactly color page, but it's not black and white either. It's a different printing, and it looks nice. Let's see who did this, just because I'm curious. So, oh, here, Satsuki. Satsuki and someone else drew it. So, yeah, it's kind of obvious because Satsuki loves to write again as well. But she didn't draw these illustrations here. We have some random thing that I don't know what it is. Okay. We'll still have the different color pages. Like, not really black and white, but still somewhat different printing color. That's nice. I'm going a bit faster because some of the artists are unknown to me, or it's none of the current club members, so I'm not putting a lot of details about them. Here, this part is interesting because again, the layout changes, and it's sort of a section where they will talk about many things. Here you have the members' presentation, like the first one. Also had a similar section. So here you have who is this? Oh, Nikoi, this first one here. Then Okyon, Rizase. I don't know who this person is. Tamayo Akiyama, Seinanao, Satsuki Garashi. This one is a I don't remember. I can't read kanji, but I know she's a former club member. Mokona Papa, Okawa Nanase, and these two are unknown to me. So again, they were still 12 members, so it's a lot of people. Soon the group would be getting less and less people. Okay, so we have some, I don't know what this is, and I'm sorry, but it's just some text. And again, but it's nice to see the layout. And some like text introduction from Clamp. And we're back to the comics. So more comics. You do see the occasional Clamp mascot making an appearance. I can't remember seeing it in the previous one, so perhaps this is the first time that it appeared in a story. They were fishing, and the fish, and this guy caught this fish right here. So, oh, and it was drawn by Tamayo Akiyama. So maybe it's maybe it was conceived by her, this fish guy. I can't vouch for that, but perhaps this is its first appearance. As you know, it would later become a very, very important Clamp mascot. Yeah, so this is another one by Nikoi right here. So you see her style looks nothing like Wish or Goho Drug or Drug and Drop or what any of her other works. It looks very different. It's almost impossible to guess it's by Nikoi. Another one. Not by Nikoi though, probably a guest artist. Oh, so here we have one by Okawa and Nikoi. Interesting. So probably Nikoi drew the illustration, not probably, it's written right here, and Okawa wrote the text, the novel. This girl looks a little more like Nikoi to me, but still quite different from her current style. So you have some text, novel by Okawa, and some illustrations by Nikoi. And it's over. That story, I mean. And we have another one here. And our dear Mokona makes another appearance. So this is by Mokona, it says right here. I like how the girl is wearing an apron with the little crab mascot, and it says Clamp, and on her back as well it says Clamp. Very nicely drawn, as expected from Mokona. The uniform looks a little like the Clamp campus uniform. It's a pretty long story, so I think they kind of left the best for last, if you know what I mean. It's a very long story. So we've reached the part for the information where they usually did advertisements for upcoming releases and events. So once again the layout changes to this view. Yeah, they are advertising here a doujinshi called Progress, and it's an A5 size and full color cover. You know, they're doing the details, technical details, and then the artists. So you see Okawa is a guest artist for this one, and you have other people, probably it's a little hard. Satsuki is also listed, but it's not by Clump, but they still advertise because they were involved somehow, the Clump members. So this one is a different work, different doujinshi that they are also advertising. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, it's just many releases that they are. Oh, and here we have one by Z Project, which used to be Mokona's and Nikoi's, and I think Satsuki is Igarashi's as well, group. So they are advertising Deiya. Deiya is the volume 3, so it's a doujinshi by this group, and this also Niya. So this group has some cute names, cute titles, so they are doing advertisements. I think Okawa is listed here, and Mokona. So sometimes they would do, yeah, I see Okawa's kanji right here, so she's a guest as well, and Okyon. So they would oftentimes collaborate on each other's doujinshi circles. Oh, and here is an ad for Rigveda. This is probably the first time that Rigveda appeared, and they are advertising it as an original story for Clamp. I'm not sure what exactly it says. If it's it seems like it's like a teaser or some sort of that. But the following doujinshi, I'm not sure. I don't think Rigveda would be there. So they would. This probably is just an advertisement for an upcoming thing. They're just teasing the readers. I don't know. Here we have an interview, or it doesn't look like an interview here. So I don't know why it says interview right here. And I don't know what this is. Honestly, it looks like RPG cards, but I could be mistaken. So it's that sort of random thing that Doujinshi would have. Okay. We also had something similar to this in the previous one, and I still don't know what they are. Probably quiz or question and answer, the tests, I don't know. The credits. So here we have the release date. It was released on November 1987, the first edition, and the first printing. The second printing came out in February of 88. So this is my copy here is the second print is the second print, sorry. And that means it's not very rare. I mean, first print is always more rare. This one is by Tamayo Akiyama. It's another set of color pages, and it's supposed to be like, it says here in the index that it's supposed to be like a preview of the next issue. So they're like teasing what's happening next. But the next one, the next Doujinshi, it's not about this work. It's not about Kujaku-Ou. So I think it's just for the sake of it, you know, having a preview of what's happening on the next chapter, but it never came out. So okay, this is the end. So we have the beautiful birds again, the peacocks making an appearance. So this one was a little hard for me to review because it's really there are not a lot of original stories by Clamp. Actually, there are any. They just parodies and you know. So Clamp's take on this work, Kujaku, so it's a little hard for me because it's hard to relate to that. The next ones will be easier for me to show and to do a review. Hey, thanks for watching this video. And just in case you have stumbled on this video by chance on YouTube or not, I have a website about Clamp. It's chibiuto.com, where I post news and reviews, so make sure to check it out if you never did so. Thanks again, and see you next time.